So Michael Cohen, you say, is the make it or break it witness for the government. And right now, there seems to be serious credibility issues with him. Where do you stand on what we've heard so far? Does it really come down to cross and what the defense can do to this testimony?
Well, this is a slow and methodical direct examination. We haven't even gotten to the alleged crimes yet. Michael Cohen has been on the stand for about 3.5 hours, Bianca, and he basically has been testifying to his course of dealings with Donald Trump, how he communicated with him, what he did for him, how he understood certain winks and nods and words coming from the, at this time, future president, and what he wanted him to do. It was a bit startling, although those of us knew it was coming, to hear him reveal that he had recorded the former president. Mm-hmm. Now, New York is what's known as a one-party state, meaning if you and I are having a conversation and you record it, as long as one party knows about it, it's a legal recording. So when the tape was played for the jury and the transcript of the tape was given to the jury, there was apparently a little bit of difference between what they heard and what was in the transcript. So the judge told the jury the transcript is the evidence, not Michael Cohen's recollection of it. Excuse me, the tape is the evidence, not Michael Cohen's recollection of it and not what the transcriber said. So they played the tape over a second time. The tape was kind of harmless, but it's the beginning of numerous other tapes which will, according to the government, tie the crimes in this case directly to the former president.
Which is what they have to do.
They know they have, pardon me?
Which is what they have to do. And this is, weeks in here, Judge.
Yes, they have a very serious credibility problem with Michael Cohen. One way to look at it is he has pleaded guilty to lying under oath before, and he went to jail for it. So why should you believe him now? The government will say all of that is true. You think he's going to lie a second time and go to jail a second time. So the jury's going to have to decide whether or not he's believable, because he is likely to be telling the truth in order to avoid jail a second time? Or is he just an inveterate liar who hates Donald Trump and will say what the government wants him to say? That's basically what it's going to come down to.
You know, while we were coming on the air, you heard it yourself. We heard Senator J.D. Vance saying this: if you like or hate Trump, this should not be happening. This is all to distract from, Biden's issues when it comes to inflation. He says, Tuberville saying this should not be happening, called out the secret tape. So Trump has this coalition, if you will, at the courthouse for him today. And then also, I'd like to get your reaction to CNN, Fareed Zakaria, even discounting the credibility of this case, why Bragg decided to bring it now when it was passed on before. Here is some of the legacy media over on the left side picking this trial apart.
And the trials against him keep him in the spotlight, infuriate his base, who sees him as a martyr, and even may serve to make him the object of some sympathy among people in general who believe that his prosecutors are politically motivated. This happens to be true, in my opinion. I doubt the New York indictment would have been brought against a defendant whose name was not Donald Trump. A majority of Americans are skeptical that Trump will be able to get a fair trial, according to a CNN poll.
Judge, it's saying a lot when it's coming from someone who is a, left-wing pundit analyst here.
I think what he said is very sound. And I will tell you what happened over the weekend. I live in New Jersey. There were 100,000 people on the beach to hear Donald Trump in Wildwood, New Jersey. That's all the way down the southern part of the state. That's about 40 miles south of Atlantic City. That was, take it to the bank, the largest political rally in the history of the state, including Ronald Reagan and including JFK. 100,000 people on a rainy day on the beach in the sand waiting to hear him. So Fareed Zakaria is correct in that the prosecution is being perceived by Donald Trump's base as a political prosecution. Now, I agree with the criticism that Senator Tommy Tuberville, Senator J.D. Vance, and the Attorney General of Alabama, whose name is escaping me, forgive me, were saying in clips that I think you're going to run, which you and I listened to.